Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dipping Fries podcast, the podcast where we were talking about something earlier, and I was going to make a joke, but I forgot what we were talking about. But whatever that joke was, that's the podcast where we do that.
Which topic? Well, that's basically just asking you what we were talking about earlier.
we literally started the call just talking about something, and I don't remember what it is. And I was like, I'm gonna make a joke.
We started the call talking about the J.G. Wentworth ad.
Oh yeah, welcome to the Dipping Fries podcast, the podcast where structured settlements get their cash now. We should just cut the first part out. It'll be a lot better. If you have
a structured settlement and you need cash now, listen to Dipping Fries.
Yeah, we'll structure your settlements. As in,
we'll
put it in
cash now.
We'll just structure your settlement. We'll put it in Times New Roman. All right, we'll double space it. We'll do all that stuff. All right, for a low price of $5.99 an hour. Okay.
Yeah, we'll make it look all official. We'll put the bottom line there.
Yeah, we'll structure it pretty well.
We'll make you sign the paper so we have your signature, but never actually do anything with it.
Exactly. Right. We're like CPAs, except we're not official, and we don't handle taxes.
Anyway, last episode. This is really funny. Last episode we were talking about Get Out. And then, literally right after we stopped recording, we just literally sat there and watched Get Out.
We watched Get Out. It was very... I finally know where that meme came from, and it was from that movie, so... Very interesting.
Yeah, where he's like sitting there and he's crying.
Yeah. And then
he's at the mercy of whatever the meme's
the lady
caption
tells him
is.
to go into that weird place, and then he's just screaming, "Get out!" As he's trying to get out of there, but...
Get out!
Bertha was too mighty. Is that her name, Bertha?
Bertha.
No. What was her name?
It was Missy, I think it was.
Oh, okay.
Or at least, yeah, the daughter called her Missy, or the husband. Somebody called her Missy.
Yeah. The daughter looked like Stephanie, like MatPat's wife.
I don't know what MatPat's wife looks like, so...
What? Why are you joking?
No, I don't. I've never seen MatPat's wife.
There's no way you're joking about that.
I haven't seen MatPat's wife. I don't know what she looks like.
You haven't seen MatPat's wife?
No.
That is crazy. I don't believe you. I literally don't believe you. That is crazy. How would you not know what she looks like?
MatPat. Fuck, I misspelled it. MatPat wife. Yeah, I can see it.
Bro, you're so lucky nobody's gonna see this podcast, because the internet would lambast you for not knowing Stephanie, bro.
I've definitely seen her before in like a MatPat video, but I don't remember what she looks like by mentioning,
That is very crazy. That is very crazy.
How is that crazy?
If you said like Austin, then I'd be like, okay, that makes sense, because Austin had his own little segment and he was kind of behind the scenes. But
what Austin are we referring to? Oh, you're talking about MatPat's people. Okay.
Yeah. But it's like, you don't know Stephanie. You don't watch. You haven't seen GT Live before?
No, I actually haven't seen a single GT Live video. Wow. Weirdly enough, I haven't seen any of their videos or live streams.
Wow.
I know that the channel exists, and I'm subscribed to it, but I've never actually watched anything.
You're subscribed to GT Live, and you don't know what Stephanie looks like? That is crazy. Yeah, I'm subscribed to Markiplier. What does he look like again? That is insane behavior, bro.
Listen, ma'am, okay?
No, there's no excuse for that. You're done.
Listen,
it's
man.
over.
I like game theory, and I like MatPat, so I subscribe to all the game theory channels, and one of them is GT Live. I never even clicked on the channel page.
Wow, that is. The
I
blind
just wanted to
loyalty
fill
is
up my
crazy.
subscription block. I just wanted to fill up my subscription box, bro.
That is insane, bro. Like, okay, so what if you just had a conversation and what if you like met them in person? You didn't even know, you didn't even realize, and you're like, yeah, I watch GT Live or I subscribe to GT Live, and Stephanie's talking, and you're just like, who are you again?
That
Like,
wouldn't happen though, because how would we? If I didn't know, if I didn't know, I would GT Live would never come up. I would never. It would never be mentioned. Um,
okay, so what if you met Stephanie in the wild and she had like a GT Live hoodie, and you had a GT Live hoodie, and then she was like, hey, you like GT Live? And
you
you're like,
realize
yeah.
how unlikely this situation
No, no,
is.
no, no. Okay. Oh no, nothing's impossible. Okay. Let's just wait this out.
I'm a firm believer that actually quite a lot is impossible.
Uh, sure, eating corn at one Mach 3 is impossible, but this is a scenario that
See
could probably
that's actually not impossible though. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're lying.
eating corn at
Pilots can
Mach
do that.
3,
Pilots can probably do that with a lot of training.
eating
Probably,
corn
maybe.
eating corn at Mach 3.
Yeah. Well, pilots are supposed to go at like really, really high speeds, so I don't know. I don't know how many Machs people can withstand without training. Maybe I'm wrong, but
With the plane, yeah, you can't eat corn at Mach 3. That's not possible. You can't eat that fast. You'd probably bite your tongue off.
you know what? This feels like something that should be at the end of the podcast and not the beginning. This feels like the thing we'd fight about at the end.
Yeah, we'll revisit. We'll revisit that. We'll
Ugh.
revisit that. But uh, no. But I'm just saying, in this hypothetical scenario, if you had a GT Live hoodie, or even if she didn't have a GT Live hoodie, you just had a GT Live hoodie, and she was like, "Oh, that's a cool. You like watching GT Live?" And you're like, "Yeah," and then you're like, "Who are you again?" It's like, do you know how crazy that would seem to wear a GT Live hoodie, then meet somebody who is like probably the biggest parts of the channel and not even know who they are? That is
Hey,
such an
you know
insane
what?
thing, bro.
You know what? Maybe that isn't how they'd interpret it, though. You know, if I never say the words "Who are you?" the conversation never gets awkward. Maybe that would honestly be like a really cool fan interaction because I don't ask for a photo or anything. I'm just chill about it, and then I only
Dude,
have the
no.
existential crisis later.
Do you know how
Um,
easy it is? Do you know how easy it is to sniff out a fake fan, bro? Do you know how easy it is to sniff out a fake fan? If she just asked you, "Oh, what's your favorite episode?" You'd easily fold, crumble, done, logging off. It's over.
I just
Like,
say that I don't have a favorite episode because
if
they're
you
all
met
good.
no, if you met
That's what I'd
Matt,
say. That's what
no, you wouldn't.
I.
If you met MatPat, that's different because you could actually feel comfortable talking to MatPat. But if you watch Steph, there would be a point in that interaction to where she could sniff out that you were just a fake fan. She wouldn't tell you, she'd be able to sniff it out, and it'd be one of the most awkward things ever. Okay.
Okay, pal. Okay, buddy. Okay. All right, pal.
I just
Mr. Man, Mr. Guy,
I
Mr.
just see
Fry Guy.
that I just see that interaction being absolutely awkward.
Well,
And
now I
sure,
know what Stephanie looks like, so you can't really even bully me anymore, can you?
it's crazy that you didn't. They're retired now. It's over. There's no point in knowing
Well,
now
exactly. Yeah, there's no point in knowing now, so why are you still on my ass?
because it's crazy that you did it. You're like the only person who doesn't know what Stephanie looks like.
I would actually argue that there are quite a lot of people who don't know what Stephanie looks like.
I doubt it. I
I would argue that
heavily
there's
doubt it.
quite a lot of people who are subscribed to Game Theory and are not subscribed to any of the other channels.
She's been in
Maybe
other
Film
videos
Theory.
across other channels. She's been in Film Theory. She's been in I don't know about Film
Yeah,
Theory, but she's
sure,
been in Food
sure.
Theory. She's been in
Maybe
Style Theory.
incidentally, but if you clicked on Game Theory to watch FNAF recap number 578, you're probably not gonna get a good representation of that.
MatPat blew up over a decade ago. How do you not know about Stephanie at this point? Did you see their last video that they
Their
made last
last
year?
video,
Yeah, the last video
the
before they
one where
retired.
MatPat's crying.
No, there was a last. That's not the last video he made. He still made videos after that. He retired like 3 months later.
Then no, I actually didn't see the last video then.
Oh wow, yeah, he had this whole thing where he was like passing the torch to the other to the other host of the channel, and then at the end, he went up to Scott Cawthon's house, and then he walked in, they closed the door, and that was it. I don't
Yeah,
like.
no, I definitely didn't see that.
Oh wow, you're such a fake fan. You're
Who said
so
I was a fan in
fake.
the first place? Just because I
Why are you
like
subscribed to
somebody's
them if you're not a
videos.
fan?
Just because I like somebody's videos and I like to
Why
see
are
more
you
doesn't mean I'm
subscribed to them if
such
you're
a
not a
diehard
fan?
fan as to know what the dude's fucking wife looks like.
You don't have to be a diehard fan to know what his wife looks like. She's like a main part of the channel.
Goober.
That is, dude. That's literally like saying that's like saying you watch Vanoss but you don't know who Wildcat is.
Name your favorite celebrity right now and tell me who
I hate
their
celebrities.
significant other is and
No, this is different. This is different. That's different because
why
Stephanie's a
and what
no.
they look
That is
like.
that is very
No, it's
different. Yes,
not.
it is. Yes, it is.
I've seen Robert Pattinson in a billion movies. I don't even know if the fucker's married, but I see him all the
No,
time in
you
movies that I
can't say
like
that.
because he's
You
a good
can't say that
actor.
in this situation because Stephanie is a huge part of the entire channel. She was with MatPat
I've
since
never
day
said that she
one.
wasn't. I never said that she
So how do
wasn't.
you
We've
not
been
know what
going
she
at
looks
this
like?
for a while.
How do you not know what she looks like then? That's
Because I've only ever
crazy.
watched a couple of game theory videos that catered to specific shit, and all of them had only MatPat
You're
because she was only on the channel incidentally, but she was a part of it behind the scenes. I don't deny that. Okay, man?
I just I don't know, throughout the years of content they put out, it's been a little more than in it's been a little more than it's been a little more than just a few appearances here and there. She's been in like the St. Jude charity streams. She's been in so many other parts. Like she's not just like it's just Matt Pat's wife. It's like at the very least, I wouldn't be that surprised if you didn't know her. I mean, I would be, but like it wouldn't be that bad if you didn't know her name. But like you don't know what she looks
I'm not
like.
gonna lie, I
That's
didn't know her
crazy.
name either.
That's just kind of crazy.
All
I'm
I
not gonna lie.
knew is that she existed, probably.
That is
That's all I knew,
insane.
okay,
You
man?
are fake. You are fake. That is so fake. That is fake. You're a
I'm
fake
not
fan. That is
fake. I'm
insane.
not a diehard game theory
That is
fan.
crazy.
I'm not really even a
I
casual
need,
game theory fan.
dude.
I think I could count the amount of
I
game
need.
theory videos that I've seen on my two
You're cutting in
hands.
and out.
Oh, well, my internet is also cutting in and out, so I wonder how bad it is. But
Oh.
I could count the amount of game theory videos that I've seen on maybe four hands. Okay? Maybe four hands. Maybe. Generously. It's still kind of in and out. It's still cutting in and out. It's just, I have no idea what you're saying right now. It's been going off and on. I really want it to stop.
I need other people I need you to talk to this with other people because I'll ask C-Tap and Trashy and Mima. They'll all think you're crazy. They'll all think you're crazy. I'll tell them you didn't even know who Stephanie was in its entirety. They'll
Okay.
think you're
Okay,
insane.
I'll tell you what, Fry Guy.
Because it is insane.
Okay, here's what's gonna happen. Here's what's gonna happen. We'll bring it up. We'll bring it up with our next guest, and if he thinks I'm insane, then we'll bring it up with somebody else. And if they think I'm insane, then I'll give you this win. Okay? I'm weird for not knowing who Stephanie is, but if he doesn't think it matters and he doesn't care, then I'm in the clear. Okay, man.
I just you
Goober.
that is insane behavior.
It's cutting out, so he probably doesn't know what I fucking said. But
That
I'm
is
I'm
crazy
serious.
behavior. That's like
Serious.
watching Mr. Beast but not knowing who Chris Tyson is.
All right. So, internet errors aside, we are changing the subject.
Yeah, so even the internet thought you were
Um,
insane.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I am insane. But hey, I never denied being insane either, you know? I'm a little bit crazy. I talk to myself, you know? Um, what were we actually gonna do? I low-key forgot.
MCU ranking.
I think we were gonna go through all of the Marvel movies and rank them all.
MCU.
And then if that was boring or it didn't work, then we'd do
Pacific
Would You
Rim
Rather.
Jaeger tier list.
Pacific Rim.
specific rim, the very specific
Specific
rim.
rim. Yeah, it's just a very specific rim. Okay. So I'm gonna send you an article,
Mm-hmm.
um, and then I'm gonna send you an article, and then you're gonna list off these movies to me, and then we're gonna talk about them. And if you don't remember it, we can skip it. Okay?
Okay.
That's what we're gonna
I've
do.
seen a
Like kind of
lot.
like
I've seen a lot of
the
Marvel movies, so there might not be a lot that I haven't seen. It's just more so the ones made in like the last 4 to 5 years that I probably haven't seen. Like I know like
yeah.
Eternals. I haven't seen Eternals.
Oh damn, this list is still not even up to date. At least I don't think it is. No,
Maybe
it's
it's just
not.
filtering
Okay,
all the bullshit movies.
let's just try this. The Wikipedia article. God damn. Why did they format it like this? Fuck you, man. Okay. Okay. I'm sending you the Wikipedia one, and you're gonna scroll all the way down to the thing where it says phase one, and then we'll go from there.
Okay then.
It's gonna be
Phase
exactly
one.
like the video where we rank all the FNAF games, um, without rankings at all. We don't even give them number scores. We're just gonna talk about them.
Marvel Studios releases its film groups called phases. Yeah, okay, there. I'm here. Phase one.
Yeah. All right. So what's the first movie? What's the
First
first
one is
one?
Iron Man.
What do you think about Iron Man?
S tier.
S? You think it's an S tier movie?
I
I
think
don't know
S is.
about S. I think it's a good movie. I think that it's a solid B tier movie, maybe A tier,
Well,
somewhere in between there.
I will say I'm rather biased because growing up, Iron Man was my favorite hero. So even just watching the movies with Iron Man was always super sick to me. Are we ranking
Yeah,
these objectively, or are we ranking these with a mixture of objectivity and personal bias?
we're gonna we well, you know how we did the FNAF ranking one. We didn't really actually rank them. We just sort of talked about them.
Yeah,
So I think that's what we're just gonna do here. We're gonna talk about it objectively and with bias.
sure.
Um,
So
and
objectively, sure, it's probably a decent movie, but with that personal bias, and I like the first Iron Man, so it
Because
makes it
here's
an
the
S tier
thing
movie
is
to me.
that Iron Man really honestly wasn't like that popular of a character before this movie came out. He wasn't
Yeah.
really even considered like an integral part of the Avengers. But after this movie came out, people really liked him,
Hmm.
because it's a good movie. But I do think that where this movie fails is at the very end because they have the antagonist be this dumb CGI robot fight, and it just kind of sucks. And you'll see that phenomenon a lot in these movies of just, it's a good movie until something really stupid happens,
Hmm.
and it kind of drags it down a little bit.
But I
But
will
overall, I think
say,
this is a pretty A tier movie.
yeah, like he built those things in a cave with a box of scraps.
He built the Tony Stark built those things in a cave, the box of scraps, my scraps. I scrapped everywhere, all over it.
They tried to bring that clip back in the Spider-Man movie, that the Far From Home.
Did
That
they?
like yeah, and that weird ass cult that they had or whatever that like all hated Tony Stark. I don't know. It was kind of stupid, but
I wish I remembered Far From Home.
it's okay. That's the best way I could put it. I mean, it's I don't know. I liked Homecoming better. We'll get to those. We'll get to those, but
We'll get to those. They're later on the list.
yeah.
All right,
So
so
for
we,
me,
we, we can agree personal S's, but like low, like ultimate A
objective
B's.
B's. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
The Incredible Hulk. I I remember bits and
This is
pieces of
the
this
this is
movie.
the only one that I haven't seen.
Yeah, I remember bits and pieces of it. I'm gonna be honest, the Hulk isn't really that interesting. I mean, I can't say that because I just don't remember that much of the movie. But
I
I
think he's
heard,
a really interesting character, but I don't think this movie.
I don't think the MCU.
It doesn't seem like it does it justice.
Yeah, I heard that all these Hulk movies were actually pretty good. Um, but
I
yeah,
don't
I don't know.
quite remember why they didn't let Edward Norton be the Hulk after this movie. I don't know why Mark Ruffalo took his place in the first Avengers movie.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
not sure. I'm not sure. So what could we rank? I mean, I guess the best we could do is give it a mid, like a mid C, because we don't
a
know.
mid C.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
can't say it's
Okay, mid
bad, but I
C.
can't say it's good either. So we'll just
Yeah.
pop it in a C. Iron Man 2 now.
Oh, this movie's so sad. Not because it's actually sad, but just because it was almost good and it wasn't.
Yeah, Whiplash is a bit of a forgettable character to me.
He's a forgettable character. I think that the only really honestly genuinely good scene in that movie is the fight on the racetrack.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
But I don't know, one cool scene doesn't really redeem the movie. I remember liking it a lot, but I just wish all the characters in that movie actually got stuff to do.
Hmm.
Um, and funny enough, this is the movie that's supposed to introduce Black Widow. Um, and I literally forgot that up until just now when I just remembered it. So,
Yeah, I didn't even
um,
realize that. I don't remember I don't
yeah,
remember Iron Man 2 that much.
yeah. I don't know. I think Iron Man 2 is like a whatever somewhere in between D and F, whatever tier is in between those. Um,
Yeah,
I
sure.
don't think it's an F tier movie. It's like a D tier movie. It's like a little bit worse than mediocre.
Hmm. Yeah, that's fine. We can put it there.
That's what I think about it. And I actually think this is when Disney bought Marvel. Is when Iron Man 2 was created.
Mm.
Um, and you can kind of tell that sort of weighs on the movie.
Yeah. So we'll do a D for Disney.
Yeah, we'll do D for Disney. Thor.
Well, Thor.
Next movie on this list is Thor.
I liked Thor from what I can recount. I liked Thor. Thor wasn't that bad.
I I am very torn about this movie because I used to love Thor. I Thor used to be my favorite superhero. He used to be one of my favorites. And when my hair, I used to have long hair because I wanted to look like the Thor, right?
Hmm.
Um, but now that I watch the movie in retrospect, it's just not very good. It's just not a
You
very
know
good
what?
movie.
Wait.
I don't.
This is the one where he fights that one big robot thingy, right? That's the first one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's the one where
okay,
they
I
destroy an
remember.
entire town to fight a robot.
That okay, I remember. Yeah, this movie wasn't that great. I remember that now. I could okay.
Yeah.
I thought that
I
was
there I
okay.
think that I really like the arc in this movie. I really like the journey that Thor goes on. Um, People like to rag on Hawkeye's introduction here because he just draws his bow and then finds out that the guy's harmless and doesn't actually fucking do anything. But I like
Hmm.
that. I like that. I think that's a cute little subversion. I
Yeah.
think that this movie is really good in concept, but I don't know. Thor on Earth and all the romance stuff, and the romance stuff takes up way more than it should in this movie.
Yeah.
Just isn't that good.
I don't know.
And then the
It's
whole plot with Loki being a frost giant is just a little weird. I don't know.
yeah.
There are pieces of this movie that I think are bad, but I like it in concept.
Funnily enough, my
Uh,
favorite character was the robot thingy that was like beating her ass.
Really?
Yeah, that was actually my favorite character. I don't
It is
know.
a cool ass design. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. Bro, Thor got handled though.
I do.
I remember that.
I do also kind of like how Thor gets handled. I really like that one scene where he is going through the weird paper tube things, and then he tries to lift the hammer, and then doesn't work.
Mm,
Um, and he finds out that he doesn't have superpowers. I think that's a good scene. But
yeah.
one good scene in a bad movie doesn't make it a good movie.
Yeah.
Um,
I
I
just
don't know. I
wasn't
don't know
I
what
feel
to
like
rank this.
the dialogue was just kind of too. Like I
Yeah,
remember like I
definitely.
remember like I mean I know like a memorable part was when uh there was like a Pop Tart scene I believe and then
Yeah.
just him
Was
getting
that
used to
this
Earth.
movie?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And then he like broke the glass because he was like another. And then
This movie had. I'm looking at the Wikipedia page right now. This movie had 3 screenwriters. Maybe that's why it didn't go well.
yeah, because I remember I think I saw this movie sometime again, like sometime last year or the year before, and I remember just watching it back and I'm just like, ooh, this is not as great as I thought it was.
I think this movie would have been better if it was just like written a little bit more thoughtfully. I think.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't mind
I don't
giving
know.
this. I don't mind giving this a D plus or a C minus.
I think I'm gonna give this an objective D, but a personal B.
Yeah, I'll
I think
go.
that's what
I'll
I'm gonna give
go. I'll
this.
go objective D plus, personal C minus.
Okay. Okay, I
Because
dig
I
that. I
did
dig
like the
that.
I did like the Pop Tart scene, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Okay
All right. What's
then,
next?
Captain America: The First Avenger. Now this was actually one of the movies I've seen a few times actually rather recently. And when I say recently, I mean like within like the like a last within like a year's time. Um,
Do you
this
like it?
one, mm, I like
I think
the
I think I like this movie. I think I like
yeah. I
this
really
movie.
I really do like the whole. I think I just like the concept of like Steve was just like skinny dude wanted to be in the army,
I
become
don't
super
think it's a
soldier.
good movie. Well, it's an okay movie. I don't know. I think that this one is like most deserving of a C, just an even C, maybe a C minus. It doesn't. It's not that good, but there are a lot of good moments here. It feels a lot better than the rest of these movies. I think. Um,
Question: What would make
yeah.
a movie an A tier? Because I know an S tier is like that is like top of the line, top 1%. But like, what would make a movie an A tier compared to like a
I
B tier?
think
Because I
what makes a movie an A tier compared to sorry, continue. Compared to what?
Oh, because I'm just kind of thinking like I feel like if I just enjoy the movie genuinely, I don't really see a lot of issues with it. Maybe there might need some work or whatever, but objectively, like the concept and the execution of stuff is like just good. I think at least for me that would warrant an A.
Yeah, I think for me, what makes a movie an A tier compared to some other stuff is if it's like mostly a good movie that is just bogged down by some dumb stuff. Like Iron Man for me is an A tier, maybe B tier because it has this dumb bit at the end that really drags on the movie. I don't
Mm,
think Captain America: The First Avenger is an A tier, B tier movie though. I think it's a C because there's a lot of problems with it. I think that the overall plot is like towards the end specifically when he's going through and fighting the Nazis. It's very
mm-hmm.
goofy. It feels very comic booky in a way that I don't think this movie wanted to come off as. Like this
Mm-hmm.
isn't that kind of comic book movie. I think it wanted to be a little bit more serious, but it wasn't.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. I get that. And
But
plus,
there is
like,
some really good shit in this movie, though. Um,
mm, yeah. One thing I will say it is having not seen the movies for a specific amount of time, I can only remember it in like moments or like in like certain scenes or whatever. So in some cases, for some movies, it's a little harder for me to judge whether it's good or not. But from my personal experience, I kind of enjoyed it. So I'll give it an objective C because I don't know. I'd have to rewatch the entire thing, but personally, I'll probably give it a B.
okay, I um, I really like the end of this thing. Like, I don't know if it's at the very end or if it's the post credit scene or whatever, but at the very end of this movie, there is the scene where he's waking up from the ice.
Mm.
Um, that scene is so goddamn good, and it's so short. It only lasts for a little bit. Um, It's just a really cool ending scene. I don't have anything else to add. I just wanted to mention it. I think my ranking's probably going to be the same as yours. Objective C, personal B.
Yeah, I think that's fine for Captain America.
Like it, but it's just kind of an okay movie.
Yeah, I like that he stole the suit and it just became like his costume.
Yeah.
Because they were at a, I forgot what they were, I think it was like a play or something. And then like somebody was supposed to walk out with a costume and he ended up stealing it.
Yeah.
So that's funny. But yeah. Okay. Well, the next one is the Avengers.
This is. I don't think anybody has any arguments about this one. This is just an A tier movie.
Yeah,
This is just
I
a good
think
movie.
it's a solid A tier movie.
I think
Great action scenes.
I haven't seen that many Joss Whedon movies, but based on the few I have seen, I'm pretty convinced that this is just his best movie. Um,
Mm. I don't know who Joss Whedon is. I just know he's a screenwriter and a
he's a
director.
screenwriter. He's a director. He directed the Avengers. We know that he
Hmm.
directed Justice League, not the Snyder Cut. He directed the original
Wasn't that one
the
kind
original release of Justice League. No, it was bad. It was bad.
of?
It wasn't
Yeah,
good.
I was like, yeah, I
He
remember that one.
apparently he is credited for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Did he actually direct this? He did create the program. Okay, so he is credited for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So he worked on Buffy. He worked on Firefly. He has worked on all of the Avengers movies, I think. And then what else has he worked on? I know he worked on something else that people were questioning about. I think it was a Star Trek thing. I could be completely wrong
Hmm.
about this. Um, yeah, Josh Whedon's credited for a bunch of stuff.
Okay, okay, cool.
But yeah,
Yeah,
no.
I can, if yeah, I can see the Avengers being his best work. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed the Avengers. That's a movie I can definitely say I really like. Really great action
Yeah,
scenes, good story, plenty of funny moments that aren't like shoved down your throat, nor do they seem like predictable or anything.
yeah, and then
Love the
the little arguments between the Avengers, the little small dialogue,
yeah,
where they're all being like turned on against each other because of the scepter. That's a really good part of the movie.
yeah,
It's a very colorful movie. It's a very oversaturated, colorful movie, and I think it really
yeah,
works in the movie's favor compared
yeah.
to the later films. It's
Did your
fun.
mother
It's
tell you
just a
not to
fun
wear
movie.
her drapes?
Your mother tell you not to wear her drapes. This is where we this movie is what like is where we get our original sense of the Joss Whedon like quip kind of writing
Yeah.
that you see going
I just
forward. But
I
yeah, no,
love
this is
the
an A tier
instant.
movie. I don't think anybody has any arguments about that. We like this one.
Yeah.
This one's good.
Yeah.
You could
I
show this
love
to somebody who doesn't know who the fuck the Avengers are, and they'll probably have a good time.
yeah. I just love the instant fuck you energy between them at the start. You want me
Yeah,
to put the hammer down? That he throws it on there, but then like he fails.
I remember watching this. I have this movie on DVD, and I remember watching this
I
movie
do
with
too,
my
but I think I lost mine. But I did have it on
I
DVD.
have most of the pre Phase Four MCU movies on DVD. Weirdly enough, um,
Interesting.
because we actually used to buy them. We actually used to do that. We used to collect them basically. Yeah, no, but I remember watching this with my dad, and my dad they got to the part where Hulk is smashing Loki around in the tower,
Oh yeah, I remember that part.
and he says
Yeah.
"puny god."
Puny God. Yeah, that was.
My that always cracked my dad up. That never failed to make him laugh.
Mm,
So yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Just
this one's
it's
good.
a great movie. It's a great movie. Easy A.
Yep.
A plus
Easy A.
even.
Easy A. Easy A. A
Yeah.
plus. Next.
Iron Man 3.
This one. I want to give this one a B plus, maybe a B. Uh,
Yeah.
I think I feel the same way I do about this movie that I do about Iron Man 1. I feel a
Mhm.
little bit worse about this movie than I do Iron Man 1. So if Iron Man 1 was a B plus, this is just a B because
Mhm.
like this was another one that I think was supposed to be a lot darker that got watered down, kind of similar to how Iron Man 2 did. Uh
Yeah. Because
but
what
there's
was.
stuff to like about this movie. I like all the stuff with the kid. I like the fact that Tony has
Yeah.
PTSD from the fucking the
The
black hole
Avengers ship,
thing, the
right?
wormhole in the
Yeah.
Avengers movie. It ties in pretty
Yeah.
nicely. But there's also weird dumb shit like the fire people and like his little operation where he's
Yeah.
going through the house without his suit and just blasting motherfuckers,
Yeah.
and maybe or maybe not killing them. So
Yeah.
yeah,
The.
no, I don't know.
Yeah. wasn't the Mandarin guy was he had trouble walking, I think, at first, right? He walked around with a cane, and then he wanted pepper pots, I think, too, if I wasn't mistaken.
I
Um,
don't remember if he won Pepper Potts, but I do remember the Mandarin, and I remember people being pissed off about the Mandarin because he was just kind of this goofy little guy and not like an accurate representation of who he was in the comics. But
mhm.
and granted, I don't read comics, so I don't know this, but he doesn't look that crazy in the comics. I'm not gonna lie. He also looks pretty goddamn goofy in the
Mhm.
comics. Um, I don't know, but that is worth mentioning. Is this movie's allegedly not very comic accurate? If you care about that sort of thing.
Yeah.
um,
I do. There was also the wasn't also when Rose was like the Iron Patriot? Wasn't that introduced in this movie? It
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah, yeah. Fuck, what's his name? Bub. Who plays that guy? Don Cheadle,
Don
right?
Cheadle. Yeah, plays
That's who
Rose.
plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, Iron Patriot is introduced in this movie.
Hold on a
Um,
second. There's a fucking bug in my room.
oh, there's a bug in your room. What kind of bug?
I don't know, but it's about to die.
I don't know if you heard me, but I hope it's not a moth. Fuck moths. If you're a moth watching this, get out. All
Fuck
right,
you, moth.
unsubscribe. I don't want. I don't want your presence. Moths are literally less stupid as fucking bugs. How are they still a part of the food chain, bro?
Lamp. It may just be like, ooh, lamp, and it's like a campfire.
Yeah. There's a reason we have the saying, the moth to the flame.
Yep. Like a moth to a flame.
Anyways,
It
what were you
was,
going to say about Iron Patriot?
it was a small, it was some type of bug. I don't know. Maybe it's, I don't know what it is. But, uh, yeah, that was the introduction of the Iron Patriot. Sure, I guess. That's fine. I liked when the character development with Tony, he ended up blowing up all the machines and stuff, and he was like with
Yeah, that
Pepper.
last fight scene is also pretty cool.
Yeah, and then Mandarin, he was like Jarvis, self destruct, while Mandarin was in the suit, and then he was yelling, but then his screen got cut off, and then Bro got blasted.
Yeah, yeah, I think this is a B for me,
Solid
buddy.
B.
I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'll give it a
Solid B?
solid B.
Okay. B under Iron Man 1's B+. plus.
Yeah. Ooh, Thor: The Dark World.
Oh
The
boy,
the
this
biggest
this movie. So go on, go on, go on.
the biggest part I remember about this movie was when that one I think it's a frost giant or something. He turns around to Thor's mom, and he's like, "Witch," because she tricked him, and then he ended up killing her.
Yeah. Um, I think this movie's bad.
I don't
I
remember
think
too much
this
of it.
this I think this movie is unforgivably boring. This movie
I feel like Thor movies have
isn't.
just been boring, kind of. Though.
Yeah, it's like the first movie, except it's not like the first movie at all. It's just a weird ass fantasy thing that happens to feature Thor.
Hmm.
Um, I don't remember very much about this movie. I know there was this dumb subplot about Loki dying, and I feel like
Yeah, I
Loki
remember that
dies in every
too.
fucking movie. He
He
dies
did.
in he
I swear he died in like two movies, but he just
he
came
dies in
back.
Thor. He basically almost dies in Avengers.
Yep.
Um, he he you know
In
is
one
goofy.
movie, I think it was in Ragnarok, he literally was like, uh, he was like, uh, deceiving everybody as Odin,
Yeah.
and then got
Um,
got caught.
yeah. Loki always dies and then ends up not being dead. And
Yeah,
this
yeah,
movie is just about that. And then I do unironically like the scenes where he's in prison. I think those are good, but
yeah,
everything outside of that is just dumb and kind of not very well fleshed out. Um, so
yeah.
yeah, no,
I personally,
this is probably a personal. This is an F tier movie for me.
I'm going to give it a personal C because I just don't remember too much of it. But what
Okay,
makes it
that's fair.
what gives it a D or what gives it a C over the D is the witch part because I remember finding that moment just like funny as a kid
Yeah,
because bro sounded salty as
maybe
hell.
maybe what we should do is if we are giving, if we don't remember what the movie has and we give it a C, we should put an asterisk on it. So this is a C
Yeah,
asterisk.
yeah,
But for me, it's an F. I think this movie fucking sucks. This movie made
yeah.
me not like this movie.
Yeah,
I
I
cut
will
my hair
say,
after this was released.
I will say, out of all like the big like trilogies, I would say Thor is rather the more forgettable of the movies for me. Um,
Yeah, yeah, we'll
yeah,
get into
just
it
I,
later with Ragnarok.
yeah, and to be honest, all these movies are like over a decade old, so it's just like,
Yeah,
yeah,
all
but
right.
but yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
just rather forgettable. But yeah,
yeah.
Captain America: The Winter Soldier. I remember
I
good memories from
I
this movie.
like this movie. I like
Yeah,
this movie. I think this is a personal A for me. It might be a B tier movie, but I think it's a personal A because it's basically the Metal Gear Solid movie. I don't think
hmm
we're ever gonna get closer to having a movie about Metal Gear Solid than we are with this movie.
hmm
And the Winter Soldier's a cool ass character, and
yeah.
I
He
think all the
catches
worst
the
parts about this movie are Black Widow.
dude. I forgot she was in this movie, bro. What the hell?
Yeah, she is. She is in this movie,
She's in
and she goes
everything,
on the
bro.
whole.
Go home.
She goes on the investigation plot with Captain America. Um, I think that she's the worst part about this movie because she's sort of only there for like weird comic relief and like inappropriate tension. So I
Uh,
think she's the worst part of this movie. But I really unironically like this movie. All the stuff with the Winter Soldier is cool. Captain
yeah.
America is really cool in this movie.
Yeah, he caught the
This is just a
shield. That was a really big thing.
yeah.
He remember when Captain America held that helicopter with the building, and then he was like trying to pull it.
Yeah.
That was pretty sick.
I don't remember if that was this or
It
it
might
might
have
have to
been.
be this.
I felt like it was this.
It was either this or it was Civil
Civil
War. It was one
War.
of
Yeah, it
them,
was
but
one of those. But either way, it's sick.
yeah, no, this is a cool movie. I like the Winter Soldier's a really cool, good
Yeah,
character.
yeah,
Um, and this is basically the closest we're gonna get to Metal Gear Solid. So this is a personal A, probably objective B, B plus.
I'm gonna go A plus. Personal. I'm gonna go personal A plus, objective A plus. I think it's a pretty good movie. I think a lot of people loved it too.
Okay, okay, um, yeah,
Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm just gonna go off the bat and just say
okay.
easy A plus, maybe even S for this movie. I think all the Guardians of the Galaxy movies are fire.
Honestly, yeah, yeah, you're right. I think that this movie's the same thing. I think that this is a maybe personal A plus, objective A plus. This is a good movie.
Yeah,
This is a good movie. It's a fun adventure. It makes the supposedly grounded thing that Marvel was trying to do a little bit weirder and funnier.
yeah,
And I don't think I had dislike any of James Gunn's movies. So yeah, no,
yeah.
this is a good ass movie.
Ronan is a pretty good villain too. Um, so yeah.
I don't even
Remember
have that
that?
much to say about it.
Yeah, it is just a good movie. Remember that scene? I forgot who was on that thing where Ronan had like the hammer, and then he bashed the guy's head in, but we didn't see that. We just saw like the freaking grape juice or his blood going down
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
one moment where I was like, ooh, I was kind of scared of Ronan as like a
yeah.
youngin.
Yeah, I really like I really Quill's introduction is really cool in this movie
Yeah,
too. It's just so it's so goofy. It starts out like a little fun little fantasy horror thing, and then he just starts fucking dancing to 80s music.
yeah,
It's a fun way to introduce a character.
yeah,
Um, I remember my dad laughing at that a lot too. Funny enough. Um, yeah, this is a good movie. I like this
yeah.
movie. This is A plus A
Easy,
plus.
easy, but yeah, A plus, all the way. Age of Ultron.
Ooh. You
That's an
remember
A.
this movie that
Yeah,
much?
yeah. Actually, I like this movie.
You like this movie?
Yeah.
What would you rank it?
Mm, straightforward. I'd probably maybe objectively, it's probably a B plus. I personally give it an A though. I
I
like a lot of the
think
jokes cracked in this movie,
this
especially
this
at the
might be
beginning with.
hot. This might be hot. This might be a hot take. I think this movie is an objective C, but a personal B. because I really like Ultron a lot. I really
Ultron
do
is
like
cool.
Ultron. Ultron is such a cool ass villain,
Hmm.
but um, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the plot writing does this movie pretty dirty. Like everything to do with their version of Quicksilver, the fast guy,
Yeah, yeah, there was
sucks.
that.
he
Yeah,
they do nothing with him, but he has this really OP power, and he's really honestly only just there because he's the Scarlet Witch's sister. And then when
yeah.
they're done using him for goofy shit, they kill
They
him
just kill
off
him
in
off.
a
Yeah,
way that
that.
doesn't make sense according
Yeah,
to his power.
yeah. That was one thing I would say that
He's
kind of
he's
annoying.
it's just a little dumb thing that makes the movie a little bit worse.
Didn't they? Didn't
Um,
even get? He got shot too. Even right? He ate that too by one
mhm.
random dude. Yeah.
He
So they're
got
just like,
shot, and it's funny because earlier in the movie he almost gets shot and dodges it because he has the powers to do so.
yeah. It's just
um,
like,
it's just like a goofy. It just you can tell that he didn't really need to be in the movie.
yeah, yeah. I did like a lot of the jokes made in them in it though. The beginning scene, where they were all in like they're all in like the forest, fighting those. I think they were fighting like Hydra and everything.
Yeah,
I think that
and
beginning
this
scene
is
was
where
hard
they're
as
getting the
yeah. That beginning scene was
yeah.
hard as hell, especially with that shot where
Yeah,
they're all
I
just
can
in
see that.
there. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
tough as
yeah,
hell.
that's a highlight for sure. I
Yeah.
think personally one of my favorite parts of this movie is the scene where they're just talking. Where they're just talking and they're trying to lift Thor's hammer,
Yeah,
the
that
game
was
they
one thing
play.
I was gonna say too.
That's a
Yeah, I
really good
love.
scene too. I love scenes of superheroes, of people who are super powerful, just doing like kind of mundane, fun shit.
Yeah,
Um,
they're just kind of like
it
doing.
makes
Yeah,
them
they're
feel
not.
so much more human.
Yeah,
Um,
I liked when they were talking about Tony and Thor were like trying to one up each other about their girlfriends. Like Jane's all
yeah,
in a different country doing this. Pepper Potts is running a business and all that type of stuff. I like that. I like the Stanley appearance where he was like, quit trying to scare us with that Asgardian rum, and ends up getting crazy drunk just from drinking it. Um, I like I like the whole the moment where they're trying to all lift the hammer.
and then
That
the
all
only
the jokes
person who
made there.
actually almost manages to do it is Steve, is Captain America, and
Yeah, and
Thor like
like
low key freaks out, and then he
yeah,
realizes he's not fully there yet, and he's just like, it's fine, whatever.
yeah. And then the part where Vision comes in and he just like casually lifts it.
Oh yeah, and that interaction that Vision and Ultron have before Vision blows his shit out of him and destroys everything. That's really cool.
Yeah, yeah,
The I was born yesterday thing
yeah, yeah.
that was cool.
I love also the I love when Ultron at the end. Well, first of all, Ultron's dialogue is pretty cool. I like a lot of his dialogue there, but I remember
Yeah.
the end where like the Hulk is about to punch the shit out of him. He's just like, oh, come on, man. And he just gets punched. That was so funny to me. I don't know. I loved
Yeah.
Ultron. I love Age of
Yeah, I
Ultron.
Ultron is a fun movie. I just don't think it's very good. And a lot of people
Yeah.
really don't like this movie, which makes me sad cuz I like it. I know it's not great,
It's
but I like it.
it's
I think
it's weird.
that's what I'm going to say. It's a personal B, objective C. That's what I'm giving this
I'm
one.
giving it an objective B, personal A. Here's the thing. I remember when this movie came out, a lot of people didn't like it and thought it was the worst movie. But I feel like now that like a lot of more worse Marvel movies have come out, people
Oh
are going
yeah,
back to Age of
absolutely.
Ultron and going, "Hey,
Absolutely.
this isn't that bad."
That's like low key happening with the entire MCU, is people saying, "Oh yeah, we've got superhero fatigue." I wish when Marvel did interesting, cool stuff with their movies, and you look back and you realize, okay, yeah, no, these movies are still kind of low key mid. There's only a couple
Yeah,
of them that are good.
yeah.
You know,
But it's just
it was,
crazy how
it
like
was
we're
always
like,
like this.
yeah, it's just crazy though. But like how we're like referencing back to movies we used to like objectively hate and going, yeah, this was even better than what we
This
get
this
now.
this isn't so bad because we've seen the bar slip a little bit. You know.
Yeah. It's like, oh, She Hulk's out. Maybe Age of Ultron wasn't that bad.
Yeah. All right. What's next?
But
What's
yeah,
next?
Ant Man. I'm giving this a D minus. Objectively forgettable movie. I do not care about this.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
Ant
lie.
Man is
No,
is a
I don't
cute
care.
little movie that you take your like, I don't know,
Your
7-year-old
6-year-old,
son to
yeah.
see. Yeah, and then you forget
I
about
want to
it
see Ant-Man,
instantly,
Dad. I
and
want
then
to see
that's it.
Ant-Man, Daddy.
It's
No, you don't, son. But we'll go
I
anyway.
I think there aren't that many problems with this movie. I don't think it's bad or anything. It's just there's
I
nothing
just don't
that makes it
care.
memorable. There's
Yeah, I
nothing
just
that
don't
makes it
care about
memorable. I
Ant-Man.
think that this is like a objective C minus, but like a personal D minus.
Yeah, I do not care about Ant-Man. He should have just been. I mean, I don't mind him in Civil War, but he's such a forgettable character
He's
to me.
fun. He's fun in Civil War.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think it warranted an entire movie. I'm gonna be honest. Well, so
Yeah.
Civil War came out after, but it's just still. I don't know.
What are you ranking this one?
Objective C, personal D minus. It's just,
Okay.
I don't care about Ant-Man. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Captain America: Civil War. Ooh.
This is. I feel the exact same way about this movie that I do about Ultron. People don't like this movie, but people recognize the things about this movie that are good. I like this movie. I love all the stuff with Bucky. I love the idea of Captain America and Iron Man turning on each other. I know that
Yeah.
this movie is not exactly the most faithful adaptation of the comic ever, but I like
Yeah.
it. It's a cool ass movie. I think it fits well here.
Yeah.
It's just not as good as everybody needs it to be.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, yeah. It is just one of those things where it's like, it's probably an objective mid movie with a lot of really good parts in it, but you still gotta,
Yeah,
like, look at it objectively.
like all the annoying quips that are sprawled throughout the highest tension fight scene that we've gotten in a little bit. You
Yeah.
know,
I think if they
although
didn't
that part at the
show.
end,
I
that
think
part
if
at the end,
with.
Captain America and Iron Man.
Oh,
And he's like
yeah.
about to
Yeah.
he's beating his chest in, and then Tony flinches because he's afraid he's gonna kill him, and he just doesn't. Um, a lot of
He's
really
like,
powerful moments, but the movie just takes longer than it needs to, and it's succumbs to the more Marvel writing problems. And funny enough, this is a movie that Joss Whedon did not direct. Um,
yeah.
he did not direct it. He did not screenwrite it,
Yeah.
which is kind of interesting. I don't know if it would be better if he did or if he didn't. But anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about this movie?
I'm gonna give it an objective. I'm gonna give it an objective B and a personal B plus. I enjoy the movie. I know there were some things it was just kind of meh that I kind of didn't really like, but I think overall, and I think I also just like the question of like, I just like the whole concept of we should be government regulated. No, we shouldn't. I think that was a pretty good. I think that was a pretty good concept for the movie in of itself. So I'll give it a personal B plus.
Yeah.
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 I don't.
I think I'll give it a personal B and then a objective C.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I don't think they should have thrown the roads getting flatlined on the freaking grass in the trailer because it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because then it didn't hit as hard. If that was just a moment we just saw, I think that would have been a lot more
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah. In fact, I don't even remember that. That show goes to show because I literally don't remember that part. All I remember is him just falling out of the air and then.
That annoyed me
happening.
because it was so stupid.
I actually think the part where Rhodey falls out of the air and Iron Man goes down to save him and he's not. I think that's
No.
actually a really powerful moment.
No. I think the way it happened was stupid. Because it's like where.
Like with Vision blasting Falcon accidentally.
Oh, I thought it was okay.
missing.
I might be misremembering. I thought Falcon shot something, and then
Yeah, no.
somebody.
So what happens is Vision is about to shoot at Falcon, and Falcon dodges it, and it clips Rhodey in the chest, and that's how he falls.
Yeah, that feels very stupid on Vision's end. I feel like someone as smart as him should be able to calculate the possibility of something like that happening, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
I still feel like that moment was kind of stupid.
But after, yeah, you know what? It is kind of an alley oop thing. You know the alley oop line is where a line exists just to facilitate the existence of the next one, and you
Yeah.
instantly forget the stupid one right after the cool one is said. I feel like
Yeah.
that moment is kind of like that. The scene
Yeah.
of him falling and Iron Man coming to catch him is really powerful, but it's kind of dumb
Yeah.
how it happens.
Yeah, I'm just like really just off of that. I don't know. I feel like they could have. I don't know. That was kind of dumb, but yeah, I think them both trying to save him and then both of them not being able to was, yeah, that was pretty
Yeah,
interesting.
all right. What's next? What's next?
Doctor Strange. Mm,
I really wish I remembered this movie.
I remember this movie. I would say pretty well. Um,
It's wonderfully weird, but I don't remember it. I don't remember enough of it.
I actually, contrary to popular belief, I know a lot of people don't like Doctor Strange, the Doctor Strange movie. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad. I liked the whole character arc because he takes a similar character arc as Tony Stark, to where he's this rich a hole who's just super good at what he does, and then this journey of him becoming Doctor Strange kind of humbles him and teaches him, to be a better person. Do you remember the moment where he was on the phone? I think he was on his way to a date, but he was on his phone looking at something or looking at his next case, or and then he wasn't looking at the road, so he hits a semi and then crashes off, and then that's how his hands get messed up.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I
yeah,
do like the hand thing. That thing I do remember.
yeah,
I think that's the idea of a surgeon losing their hands
yeah,
is pretty
and then
yikes.
yeah, and then the other lady was like, nobody could have done a better job, and he was like, I could have. And it's like, he still kind of has that a-hole tendency, but yeah, just he goes to like that one place, I forgot what it's called, to go and see, to try to get his hands fixed, and instead he becomes Doctor Strange. But then he fights Dormammu. I don't know. I didn't really think it was a terrible movie. There's probably some things I'm not remembering in it, but I didn't really see it as a bad movie.
Yeah,
I
I think I'll
enjoyed it.
give this one. This is going to be the first C asterisk from me. Um,
Yeah, I'm gonna go objective. I'm gonna go objective B, personal B. I think it's a good movie.
okay,
It's
okay,
not the worst thing in the world. A lot of people don't like it.
solid B.
I don't really see that. I think it's a good movie. I think it's fine.
All right, what's next?
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I don't really think there's much. Well, these are kind of just easy. It's an easy A plus,
Yeah,
maybe
it's
even
just an
S.
easy A.
It's really not much to say after
Same
that.
thing. Same thing as Guardians One. It's just an easy
Yeah,
A.
just there's really not much we can say. It's just a good movie.
And then you know it's a good movie when there's one scene that just gets memed to all hell, and it's the scene where he's talking about it broke my heart to put her tumor in her head, and then he
Oh
goes,
yeah,
"What?" And then
what?
he just goes.
Now I know that sounds bad.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Yeah, no, yeah, yeah. It's a good movie. Pretty good, really good movie.
Yeah, easy A, no questions.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
What else? What's next?
Spider-Man: Homecoming. I actually liked
Hmm.
Homecoming.
I like Homecoming too. I I'm very conflicted about it because I don't know. I think all the MCU Spider-Man movies, with the exception of the last one, um are really like I think they're all on the same level for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I think this is a C plus. I think I'd give it a C plus. It's a little
I'll
bit better.
I'll give
Maybe a
it
B.
I'll give it a B minus. I'm not gonna lie. I'll at least give it a B minus.
B
It's not a terrible movie to me. I liked it.
It's not a terrible movie, but it's not like outstanding.
It's not
or
memorable.
anything
Yeah,
some
it's
people
not
are talking about.
outstanding. Yeah,
It's a good Spider-Man movie, but it's
Yeah.
an okay overall movie.
yeah, yeah. But it's pretty good. All
Okay.
right, Thor Ragnarok.
This movie
Hmm.
is the only Thor movie that I think is actually really good.
Yeah, yeah,
I think everyone likes this one. I think that one isn't. There's no many questions about that.
yeah.
This one is where. This is another pretty bizarre one. This is a one where it's not afraid to be weird about it. I think the worst parts of this movie are the Hulk
The
Hulk
whole
Mark
thing,
Ruffalo
yeah,
thing
being on, yeah,
was a really
yeah,
weird way to do that, but it's like, how did he get there? I think they probably
he got,
explained that in the movie. I don't remember, but it's funny.
yeah, which was weird because he was I don't know, I got it mixed up because for some reason I thought Ragnarok came after Infinity War, but it didn't. I don't know. I got that mixed up for
Mm.
some reason because I thought he went to that place because he got his ass beat by Thanos and was scared. But no, it was something else, I think. But I don't remember what that was necessarily. Uh,
I think this is a B plus movie.
yeah, that's fair. I give it a B plus movie. Des Troy, Black Panther.
Mm.
That's a solid A for me. I think Black Panther's a
Love
solid A.
director. I'm not gonna lie. I think Black Panther is like a C. But you cannot deny that this movie had a really big impact on a lot of people.
Yeah, it
Um,
is it's somewhat of like a semi-event, kind of like how
I think,
Endgame,
yeah. I
kind of
think
like how Endgame was.
this movie pioneered a whole aesthetic, like
Yeah,
it like popularized Afrofuturism, or
yeah,
what it's called.
yeah,
It's cool. I think all the best parts of this movie are. I think I mentioned this last time. I think the best parts of this movie is shit that Ryan Coogler did, and I think
yeah,
all the worst parts of this movie are like it trying to adhere to the Marvel formula. You
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
it's a cool movie, but at its core, it is still just stuck in the Marvel storyline.
I did
Um,
like a lot of parts of it though. I did like the whole thing with Claw. I think Killmonger is a sick
Claw.
villain.
Killmonger is a sick villain. I think Killmonger is probably one of the best MCU villains, straight
Yeah,
up.
bro just murked his girlfriend for just cause he was like, cause Claw had his girlfriend. He was like, "Don't worry, baby," and he just shot her in the head. I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." Yeah, bro was kind of crazy. I don't know. I like the movie. I like the movie. I don't know.
I like the movie.
Maybe
I like the movie.
because yeah. I don't know. I don't like to be quick to say like, oh, it's good for a certain like demographic or audience or ethnicity or whatever. But I don't know. Um, I like the movie. I liked it. I like the chase scenes. Okay.
The chase scenes.
One thing I will say I didn't like was that one guy, his friend, who was like the leader of the barrier tribe, turning on him because he didn't capture
Oh
Claw.
yeah,
That was stupid to me. I thought that was
yeah.
stupid because it's just like, bro, why would you get like to turn on him
You're
over that was just
being
kind
an
of
asshole.
yeah, that just felt really stupid, and then to turn on him from that, it's just well, I don't know, that felt dumb.
Yeah, I think I'll give this one just a solid C from me. But
I'm gonna give it an A. I'm gonna give it an A. I don't know why. I really don't find any. I know there's probably some things wrong with the movie that I could probably pick through if I watch it again, but I don't know. I liked the movie. I would say I liked most of it. I'm gonna give it.
yeah,
I'll give it an objective C plus to be fair, but personally I'm gonna give it an A. I really like the movie. It's really memorable for
all
me.
right, all right,
Um,
solid. All right, next up is Avengers: Infinity War. Finally,
ooh, this is an A. I'm gonna
this is an
probably go
A. This
off.
is an A.
Yeah,
In fact, I think this is an A plus.
yeah,
This is an A plus.
yeah, definitely. I loved. Yeah, Infinity War is great, especially when Hulk got his ass beat in the beginning.
It's such a good
Fire.
movie because it's the first one where something bad actually happens and the good
Yeah.
guys don't win, and
Yep.
it sets up an endgame pretty well.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. It really is like the catalyst to the event that is Endgame. Really like um does that. Yeah, it does that well. But yeah, a lot of the fights. Yeah, it really just showed like it just proved like how much of a threat Thanos actually was. It just the character of Thanos himself was just really cool too because he's not somebody who's like he's not super he's the thing because that's the thing with a lot of like villains in like the MCU, people like Loki and stuff like that, they usually have like these what's her name, Hera or whatever, the goddess of death from Ragnarok. There a lot of them are like emotionally charged, but Thanos, he's the opposite. he's very like sociopathic. I feel like, in my opinion, to where he's just like he doesn't mind giving up life for like the bigger picture in his mind, or to
Yeah.
what he sees as
And the
the
fact that we have to talk about that means that he's a good villain because that
yeah
the complexity is considered.
yeah.
And don't get me wrong, it's nice to have a villain who's just an asshole and just sucks, but it's also nice to have one that is complicated and
Well,
has a
that's
larger
well
point to make,
that
even if they're insane and don't need to be doing it.
yeah, and that's the thing, because there were actually genuinely some people at the time, and maybe some of them now, and maybe some of them now, but definitely back then, it was a whole argument where people were genuinely siding with Thanos, saying like, oh, this, oh
Because
yeah,
he has this good sentiment, but it's just such a
he's
terrible
so
way of doing it by
insane,
wiping
yeah,
out half of the fucking
yeah,
half of the fucking
exactly,
universe.
yeah.
Um,
And he knows it's bad too, because remember when he was giving that blade to Gamora to balance it, she was looking over at everybody getting murked, and he tilted her head the other way. So it's like he knows it's like he knows what he's doing is evil, but now becomes a
he's
question of
so
like, does he?
committed to the bit.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
so committed to it that it's just like, yeah, that is just a good villain. That is just a good
yeah.
villain.
He's a
Like,
good villain and a great character. And this movie
yeah.
is an A. If you don't like this movie, you need to
One thing
you should rewatch it.
Yeah, one thing I will say, I think we all collectively are annoyed that Peter Quill acted out in anger. That was a
Yeah.
really annoying part of the movie.
It's another thing where it's just supplemental to the bigger Marvel
Yeah,
jokey,
yeah,
like, you know,
yeah.
this needs to happen and it needs to happen funny, so we're gonna try
One
and get it
thing,
to happen to be funny, but it's not.
yeah. And I think another example of that is one thing when they were on that what was that planet called? Was it called Titan, or was it something called a different planet? I don't remember. Uh,
Titan? Well, which one? Which one?
it was on the planet where they fought Thanos.
I think it's
Before he
called.
went. I think it starts
I
with a
don't think it's
T.
called Titan.
It might not be called Titan. I think it was. I don't know. I think it starts with a T though.
It's got a number in it. Am I crazy? Xandar?
Xandor. Oh.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
Xandar.
Okay.
It's Xandar.
Okay. I was way off. Okay. Yeah, but on Xandor when they were fighting. Wait, are you sure? That's the dusty place, right? Where
Capital
Doctor
of the
Strange
Nova
fought.
Corps. Oh, you're talking about the one that
Where Iron Man
in
fought him.
yeah, okay. Then yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Titan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So they were fighting on Titan. One thing I will say was really stupid was how they all tried to solo Thanos and got immediately whooped, which made no sense. Because as soon as they started working as a team, they actually were able to neutralize him. I feel like that's just another
Yeah.
thing to like kind of pan out the movie and just like set everything up. Because if they just all like jumped him at the beginning, they probably would have got to that
pretty
conclusion a lot
common
sooner.
problem in superhero plot things where the characters will not team up because the plot needs them to struggle, and then they finally do team up. It's like, well, why didn't you fucking lead with that, bro?
Yeah,
Why didn't you do that in
exactly.
the
It's
first
like,
place?
thanks, Doctor Strange, for transporting into a bunch of people that did absolutely nothing. You all could have just done the thing you did at the beginning and would have actually got to a better conclusion. So it's just those types of things where it's just kind of like, all right, Marvel. But I would say overall it's a good movie.
Yeah, I think the good parts of this movie redeem the dumb parts.
Definitely. And dude, the fight on Xandor was just like we were all really rooting for them to pull through. Then Thor comes in.
Xandar. I don't think is Xandar in this movie. Am I?
I might be wrong. It's the
Xandar's
planet.
the one in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Oh,
that they
okay, yeah,
fight
okay, yeah.
the kid on.
Yeah, no. Okay. But on that other planet where they fight for the last time, and then we're all rooting for them, and then Captain America's struggling, and then he eventually gets rocked, and then Thor comes in. We all think he's about to clutch it, but then
It's so easy to talk about this movie and what is and isn't good.
yeah,
I think that we can do it for so long means that it's good. So
yeah.
this is an A plus.
So A plus easily. W Infinity War.
All right,
Ant-Man and the
what's
Wasp. Next one, please.
next? Marvel always does this thing where it'll be like one really good one, and then immediately after it'll be just an absolute shitter.
Yeah, I don't even think I've seen this movie. and I think I've probably seen a bit of
The
it.
only thing I remember from this movie is Ghost. And the only reason I remember Ghost is because she's in Thunderbolts and she's okay in Thunderbolts.
Yeah, I don't know who Ghost is, so I don't think I've seen this movie.
She teleports and she walks through walls. And it's some
Whoa.
bullshit about quantum mechanics or whatever.
Oh, I hate that whole concept of like the I don't know. It's okay. I don't like this. I don't care about this movie. Deep, D minus. All right.
You haven't seen it.
I don't care. I don't care to see it. I really don't care to see it.
Yeah,
It's
I'll go
funny
ahead
how
and-
I've seen it's funny how I've seen the third one and then the first one at some point, but I just haven't like gotten myself to see the second one. Even when the second one was
maybe
out,
you
I just didn't
have
care
seen
about
the second one, but it was just that forgettable.
I don't even know who Ghost is. I highly
It's-
doubt I've seen the second one.
I had to look up who Ghost was after Thunderbolts because because Thunderbolts was actually a good movie.
Yeah,
So
I remember
maybe this is the movie that people watch. This is the ultimate gaslighting movie. You watch it,
Yeah.
you instantly forget it, and you need to be convinced that you've seen it before.
Yo, literally. I remember seeing the first Ant-Man, and I know that whole thing with his daughter. He was on house arrest, and then there was the his friend Daniel or something that turned to his enemy, who turned into the giant head thing. I forgot his name.
Hornet or thing. I don't remember. I don't know.
He ended up becoming an enemy in the third Ant-Man movie.
Okay.
I forgot the name. Oh, MODOK, yeah, which was really annoying because MODOK is.
Since we've been giving movies the asterisk, I'll give this one a D asterisk. D asterisk. I don't remember it.
I'll give it a genuine D for don't care because I do not care to see this movie.
Okay. All right.
But if we're being serious, I'll give it a D asterisk. But I just genuinely do not care to see this movie. It's
Yeah.
whatever.
And I
I
don't
can live
blame
my
you.
entire life not watching this. I'm fine.
I don't blame you.
Uh,
All right. And
yeah.
then what's next?
Captain Marvel, don't care about it. This movie sucked. Yeah.
I think.
I don't like this movie.
Man, this movie is so tragic because she doesn't do anything.
She doesn't, and then when she does, she's so overpowered. It's like, okay.
Yeah, when she does, she finally shows up, and she shows up in an Endgame. I honestly feel like that this movie exists only to save face for Endgame because, they needed some sort of solution, and Captain Marvel's this OPS character. She's kind of a boring character in the comics too, from what I've heard. But I don't know. They were scrambling to make her interesting, and because they were panicking and scrambling, I just don't think that they really had time to cook with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
This is definitely one of those. This is one of probably the start of not the start, but this is definitely one of those characters that I feel like they just made powerful for the sake of being powerful, and it's just there's really no depth to her outside of that. I don't know.
Yeah,
She's
I like
really
the goofy spy stuff with her and Nick Fury, but she's not really even using any of her fucking powers for that stuff. It's just fun banter. So
yeah. And then they tried to hype up this whole moment where she fought her trainer at the end, and then she easily she just squashed him, and I was just all right,
she just sweeped him.
Yeah, I remember seeing that in the movie theater. I was so annoyed. I was like, I thought this would have been a genuinely cool fight, and it just wasn't. So
yeah, no, you need to. This could have been a good movie. It just needed to be engineered way more.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Marvel was in a good spot after Infinity War, and so they got to release Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I don't know how long time this movie was coming, but I think maybe it would have been better if this movie was released way back in Phase 1, but I don't know. I don't think it's possible to make this movie not bad if you don't just take way more time with it.
Yeah, this was just conceptually terrible to me. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'll give this one a D minus.
I'm giving it
maybe a D.
Yeah, no, I'm giving it a straight D minus. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not garbage doo-doo trash, but it's definitely not I wouldn't even call it average. It's just not good.
Yeah, it's just a boring movie. You can't even laugh at it.
Yeah, it's not. It's whatever. I watched it at some point. That's all I could say.
It exists. It is a movie. Yeah. It is one of the movies of all time.
It is a movie of all time for sure.
And then
Spider-Man
right
Far
after
From
that,
Home. I
right
like.
after
Ooh. Oh no,
Far From
Endgame. I'm
Home.
sorry. I thought it was Far From Home. It's actually
I was
Endgame.
gonna,
My
I was gonna,
bad.
I was gonna very passionately say Endgame, and we were gonna end the video. Um,
uh,
but okay, yeah, we can talk about Far From Home first. I don't mind that actually.
okay, sure. Um, Far From Home. I like a lot of the parts in it. I like a lot of the rather wholesome moments from it. I don't really care too much
I
about the
really
whole.
like, I really like Jake Gyllenhaal in that movie. I like Mysterio. Mysterio is cool.
Yeah, I, I don't know if I'm tripping, but it's just like I didn't really get his introduction felt super weird. I feel like his whole character as a whole was just rather like forgettable until we found out that he was actually the antagonist. Um,
Yeah,
like he just really didn't make sense to me. I don't know if that's what they were trying to do, but like I don't know. Just he just kind of just pulled up, and then he was like, "Yep, this is him." And then later on, we found out that he was actually a twist villain. And I feel like that's where he kind of had a bit more depth. Um, I think the concept of the projection monsters or whatever is really stupid because it's really hard to
hmm
simulated damage and all that type of stuff. I feel like that's really hard to just kind of like
yeah, I get that. I get that.
you don't destroy a city and then like it instantly like goes back to normal and everybody's just like, oh, okay. Like, you
Yeah,
know, there's gonna be some
yeah,
speculation around
you
that.
can't cause panic and then have that panic be like not real and everybody just be.
Yeah, like
It's
you,
weird. I
yeah,
can see that. That's
that
fine.
is.
That's a
So
valid
that's
criticism.
yeah. So from that aspect, I'm like, I liked a lot of the other parts from Far From Home, like a lot of the rather non action parts. But when it came to the action parts, it was just kind of weird and forgettable. I did like the whole like psychological trip he was giving
Yeah,
Peter.
that scene I do remember pretty well. That scene was really cool.
Yeah, that and I
I don't
think
know.
those. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that. Just Mysterio is just kind of. I don't know. I don't really like the villain that
I'll give
much.
this movie like a C asterisk. Maybe a C, just a solid C.
I'll give it a C plus. I did like a lot of the wholesome parts. Um, those were
Yeah.
really funny to me. I like the whole thing where he one of the Russian
I
agents.
like the whole arc with the glasses. I think the glasses are
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, that was pretty cool. He tried to walk in. One of the agents told him to take his pants off, and then he did. And then Brad walked in and saw him, took a picture of it, and like was gonna show MJ. And then he had to like go on that whole bus ride to try to get it deleted, and almost blew up the bus. And you know, I liked a lot of those parts about it, but in terms of like the
Yeah.
actual like villain and stuff like that,
Fun Spider-Man angst.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll give it a C plus. It's a solid C
Okay.
plus.
Yeah. I think I'll give it a C plus too. Actually, I'll change my
Yeah,
score.
yeah.
All right.
Ooh,
So now,
Endgame.
now we've got Endgame. Here's the thing. Here's
Mm-hmm.
what my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can rank Endgame. I
Me
don't
neither.
think it's rankable. I
Yep.
don't think you can look at Endgame as a movie.
Nope.
I'm totally stealing this take from Cosmo. This movie is an event,
It
and
is
you
an
can
event.
only watch this movie with all of the pre-stored, preconcepted hype and dumb, idiot, drooling, goofy Marvel goober that you
Yep.
can. That's the
Yep.
only way to watch this movie in its true form.
Yep.
If you just load it up in a streaming service because you're bored and you heard it's good, you're gonna fucking hate this movie. But
Yeah.
if you watch it in the movie theater or you watch it with friends and you're there to just do the thing where you scream about the one-liners, that's the
Yep.
true way to watch this movie.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. If you have not seen this movie in theaters, it's over, little bro. I'm sorry. You will never, ever, ever get to recreate such a historic moment. Okay? That is one of those things. It's just like when FNAF 1 came out. It's like you can be a fan of FNAF whenever you want, right? You can become a fan of FNAF, you know, today. You could have been a fan last year or 5 years ago. You'll never, ever understand the actual historic hype this had on the entire world, bro. Like going on Endgame with like in the first week or even in the first month and seeing it in theaters, bro, with a packed theater. Theater was so packed I had to sit in the front. All right, and I hate front seats. I hate front seats, but I didn't care but the theater was so packed because I had to sit in the front. All right, this was a monumental event. All right, and this is not something that you can simply recreate. Now you can have the boys over or whatever, and again you can kind of relive that moment a little bit. But just being at that point, this is one of those things where you have to be at that point in time, enjoying it the way it's supposed to truly experience it. And just like FNAF, this is the same thing. So you cannot rank Endgame because Endgame is an event. If you were not there during the Endgame event, you will not be able to understand how the movie was supposed to be experienced. Thus, it cannot be ranked properly.
Yeah. And, you know, the fact that we have to say all that probably means that it's low-key a shitty movie, and you know
Oh
it's
no, there's a lot of
valuing...
stupid stuff in it.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a
yeah,
lot of
it's
stupid stuff.
definitely valuing spectacle over storytelling. It's dumb.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dumb scenes in it. The time travel thing is probably very easy to pick holes in that, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, who cares?
I'm
It's
here to
Endgame,
scream
okay?
about the fact that Captain America Sam Wilson said on your left, and then that he said I am
Yeah.
Iron Man, and then the cool snap.
And then you hear Ibom Boy, and then the entire army of Wakanda is there,
And then the whole
Spider-Man comes
multiverse of all
in.
the Doctor Strange people and everything they've ever
Yeah,
fought.
and then Avengers, and then Captain America says Avengers assemble, and then they all start running, and Thanos is like just holds his sword, and they all start running, and then they start fighting. Like yeah, that is. You cannot recreate that moment just watching it at home by yourself. It will never be the same.
This is my verdict. Endgame is a shitty movie, but probably a great experience.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what it is. But the experience is what
Not
makes
deserve to be on this tier list. It's just you
Yeah.
can't put it there. It's not a movie. It's
Yeah.
not a movie.
Yeah,
It's 3 hours of hell yeah, not a movie.
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. It's the same thing with FNAF, to where it's like there are definitely some things wrong with FNAF, the original FNAF as well. But it's like you can't really rank FNAF, the first FNAF, because it's just like it's it's just in a league of its own in its own way, to where it's like you really kind of can't compare
It's
it
so
because it's so
different.
special.
It's
Yeah,
so
it's
different,
so
bro.
yeah, it's so different and so special, to where it's just like it's kind of hard to compare that in of itself. Or that whole thing, but which is funny because FNAF is like the first game in its franchise, and Endgame is like I think the last Avengers movie, or at least the last one for a while.
It's the last Avengers movie for now, but they're
Yeah.
working on a 5th one.
Yeah,
Or 6th one. I don't know. They're working on another one.
but yeah, Endgame is an event, so that's all we can really say. Endgame is not rankable.
All right. I'm gonna let you wrap this up because I don't think we're gonna go through the multiverse things because I don't think you've seen most of them, and only like 3 of them are actually good.
Hold on, I will go through the
And
ones
we
I
don't.
have seen.
Regardless, we don't have time. We're like an hour and 25 minutes in.
Yeah, so I'll just say all the ones I have seen. I've seen Shang-Chi.
Okay. Well, while you do that, I'm gonna go piss.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'll be right back because I've been needing to piss.
Yeah. So I've seen Shang-Chi. I didn't hate it. I don't really. It's a movie, right? I guess this is kind of the things. There's some sort of a difference in like what makes a hero special and stuff, and I don't know. I don't think Shang-Chi is just one of those movies where you'll have like a very special hero or whatever. But I didn't hate the movie, but at the same time I don't, it's not a movie I'll find myself watching over and over again. Haven't seen Eternals. I've seen No Way Home. I think No Way Home's cool with the whole Spider-Man collab thing. In terms of the movie itself, I don't remember every single part. It does suck that Aunt May died. Multiverse of Madness, it's okay. Has its good parts, but it's meh. Love and Thunder, 6 out of 10. Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Liked some of the parts of the movie. I don't really like how they tried to handle the T'Challa situation. I feel like they could have just fast forwarded. So there's that. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, don't care about it. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, love the
I
movie.
am back. I am back. Where are we?
Great. I just ranked all the movies I
Guardians
saw.
3? Guardians 3. Oh
Yep.
yeah, Guardians 3.
And that is the
That was a
last
good
movie.
movie. I
Yep.
think I'm gonna really quickly run through these and give my rankings.
Okay.
Just really quickly, rapid fire, and then you'll
Mm-hmm.
do the same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? How's that
Mm-hmm.
sound?
Fair, yeah.
Okay, Black Widow. It's okay. I don't know. I think a lot of people hated on this movie. This movie should have come out way earlier. This movie should have come out right after Civil War, but it didn't. It got through production hell, and now it exists, and people don't give a fuck about it. This is like a C minus for me. Shang-Chi's like a goofy. It's a kung fu movie with like a fan that just happens to be in the Marvel fantasy universe, and that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I give it like a C plus or something.
I'll give it a C too.
Eternals. Oh man, I've seen this one. This one sucks.
I haven't seen it.
This one
So
sucks. This one sucks. This is an F tier movie.
base.
Maybe an F plus. I'll
Eternally
give it an F
garbage.
plus.
Eternally garbage.
No Way Home is pretty good. I hear it gets worse every time if you've watched it, but I've only seen it once.
Yeah,
I
I think the
think
big
No Way
thing.
Home is a B. Honestly,
I think a big part is just the big collab between the three.
yeah,
I think
that
everybody
really is
loves
the
about
best
it.
part of that movie.
Yeah. So
Doctor Strange 2, people have mixed feelings about this movie.
I don't care about America. I don't care about that. But yeah.
America. Oh, you're talking about
Yeah.
the side
girl.
character in that movie. The
Yeah.
fact that I don't remember that speaks to the fact this movie is a little forgettable. I like the
Yeah.
fact that it's bloody. That's really all I have to say about it. I'll go with
I'll go C minus.
I'll go with C minus, maybe D plus. Thor: Love and Thunder F.
B.
This movie fucking sucks. This movie is so ass.
Hated?
I hate this movie.
Dang.
I hate this movie. This movie is so bad. It's supposed to be like a comedy or whatever. It just isn't very funny. It kind of shits on all the Thor stuff that's happened up to this point.
Yeah,
And
if you see it like that, I can definitely see that. Yeah.
yeah, no, I just don't like this movie very much, and I think most people agree. So I'm giving this
Yeah.
one an F.
I'll go
Black
with C
Panther
minus.
2.
I don't hate the movie. I don't like what they did with the T'Challa stuff, and then the Ironheart thing was pretty stupid.
I like the
think
antagonist
overall-
of this movie.
Yeah,
And
I like the
I feel
antagonist.
I feel the exact same way about this movie as I do the first one. So I'll go ahead and give it a C.
Yeah. One thing I will say
C
real
minus.
quick. One thing I will say real quick. I don't know why when she went under the ancient thing, I forgot they like bury her and then she goes and sees her ancestors. I don't know why she saw Killmonger. Don't know what was up with that. So
Yeah.
that felt stupid to me. I was like, out of everybody, like, I mean, it would have been disrespectful to show T'Challa.
I actually think that's kind of cool. I think that's kind of cool because it shows that she's not nearly as forgiving, and she's not the same as
fair. That was a
T'Challa
big part of
was.
the movie. That's fair. That's fair. I did forget about. Yeah, that is a big part of the movie. I'll give it a B.
Okay. Ant-Man
Ant-Man and the
and the
Wasp.
Wasp
Nah.
3. Ant-Man 3. Yeah, I didn't see this. I can't.
It's
rank
a
this.
C. It's a C
It's a C.
minus.
Okay,
It's,
okay.
It's whatever.
Guardians 3, A plus. We don't
plus.
even need to question it. It's a good movie. I think this is the best one. And it's weird because a lot of people thought this one was mid. I know a lot of people who didn't like this one, and I think you're insane. This is the most emotional movie
People
in
don't
the
like
MCU
it?
as ever of the last couple of years, okay, man?
Yeah, this movie's a banger. I don't know what people are talking about.
This movie's great. Movie's great. There are some problems with it, but of course there are because it's in this fucking universe.
Yeah, and that's the last Marvel movie I've seen. I haven't seen any of the other ones.
Oh, okay. Well, I've seen the Marvels. Marvels is actually a little bit better than I was expecting it to be. I think it's like a C minus. Although I don't. It's just not. It's just kind of. It's the same problem with Captain Marvel. It's just very boring. There's not really much to set it out. There's not much to make it unique. It's just a fine movie. It's just whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So I'll give it a C minus. It's just a little mid. I have not seen Deadpool and Wolverine. I cannot rank it. I want to watch all the X-Men movies first.
I feel like the movie's gonna suck, but who knows?
Captain America 4.
I'm not.
This
watching
movie
that
is a
shit.
little bit worse than mediocre.
I'm not
This
I'm not
movie
watching
is.
that. I'm not watching that movie.
This movie's a D.
Not my
D
Captain
minus, D
America.
plus maybe. D plus maybe.
Not my Captain America.
Thunderbolts. This is a good movie. This is like I think I'd give this an A, maybe an A minus. Yeah, A minus seems like a pretty comfortable score. It's not gonna blow your socks off, but you know,
Want to know something funny?
it's a good movie.
Want to know something funny?
And then, that's it. That's all the ones I've seen.
Wait, you want to know something
And
funny?
we're done. Go ahead.
You realize how Madam Web isn't on here?
Madam Web is an MCU movie. It's a Sony movie.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, no, all of the Morbius, Kraven the Hunter, Venom, all of those mid-ass movies, those are Sony movies. That's
okay.
Sony trying its hardest to connect into Spider-Man and failing somehow. Okay, that's what that is.
I was about to say, that movie was gargantuanly butt cheeks to where it wasn't even in the Wikipedia
Yeah.
page.
Yeah, no.
But okay,
Apparently Venom
okay.
is going to be in the next Spider-Man movie, which is interesting, but yeah.
I don't think I've seen the second Venom movie. I think I've just seen the first one.
I don't think I've seen any of them.
The first one, the first one's it's a C.
Okay.
It's kind of it's hard to take it seriously in some instances, or in a lot of instances. I think Eddie's a cool character. It's just kind of hard to take the Venom character seriously sometimes. I feel like they kind of try to take it a little too hard on the jokes, but
Yeah.
overall, it's not the worst thing ever. I think you'll find it as like a C.
Okay.
We
Well,
are Venom.
that was our ranking of all of the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
We are finally done with this podcast. Now that we have done all of that, now that we did that, I'm surprised we talked about that for as much as it did. This is actually a pretty solid one, I think.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Now that we've gotten past that, we can get back to the real podcast, which is you can totally eat corn at Mach 3, okay?
You cannot eat corn
just-
at Mach 3. What are you talking about? You cannot eat that fast.
You can eat corn. Well, what do you mean eat corn at Mach 3? You can be moving Mach 3 and ingest corn as you're moving Mach 3.
That's not what I said, though. I said eating corn.
Yeah, eating corn at Mach 3. At
Yes.
Mach 3.
So
You could
with
be
the
moving
Mach
in a
3
really fast plane while eating corn.
No. See, this is the thing where you get so
That's what
delusional
I
and
thought you meant.
misinterpret what I
That's
said.
genuinely what I
No.
thought you meant, bro.
No. When I say you take a dookie at Mach 3, does that mean you're taking a dookie up 30,000 feet in the air on a plane? No.
Yes.
You're dropping a logger at Mach 3 speeds.
Maybe you need to drop a logger in the plane, all right? Do you think the plane has a toilet? I don't know.
I'm not doing
But
that. That's horrendous.
Do you think that they have a toilet
Andre the
hooked up
Giant.
to the pilot's ass? No.
Andre the Giant
No,
took
but-
a fat crap in the plane, and he was so large. And the
Why
crap was
is
so big,
Andre
he
the
clogged
Giant
toilet.
here? Why is Andre the Giant
I'm telling you why you
here?
don't take craps in planes.
Why is
entire
Andre
plane
the
was throwing
Giant here? What? Leave my boy out of this, okay?
That boy needs to stop taking craps on planes. Okay, that's what happened. He clogged the
When
freaking
did
toilet.
he ever do that?
How does a man clog a plane toilet by himself?
What are you talking about?
That makes no sense.
What are you talking about?
1,000
What are you
pound,
talking about?
1,000
Listen,
pound
man,
doo doo in
if
the
I
toilet. That's
want-
what was going on.
What if you're the Flash? What if you're the Flash and you get to eat corn?
You're not
and you
the
just eat corn
Flash.
normally. What if I am though? You don't know
You're
that.
not.
You don't
I
know
do
that.
know that.
I might be clapping my cheeks at Mach 38 right now, and you'd never know. Because it's
If
too
you
fast.
were the Flash, you would have said, "Oh, I can eat corn at Mach 3 because I'm the Flash." And I would be like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense." But you didn't. You didn't say that at the beginning. And what I meant by eating corn at Mach 3.
Oh, I
eating
can eat
speed.
corn at Mach 3 because I am the Flash.
It's too late. You're lying now. I don't believe you. You shouldn't be. The fact that you're questioning whether you can eat. Or misinterpreting what I meant when I said eating corn at Mach 3 is completely different. You cannot eat corn at Mach 3.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
It's not you.
That was
eating
me
corn at Mach
clapping
3.
my cheeks at Mach 3.
It's not-
That was
it's
me
not-
clapping my cheeks at Mach 3.
That's not you eating corn at Mach 3 though. And there's a difference.
Who cares? I can move at Mach 3. Listen to these cheeks
What do you
clap.
mean? Who cares? That's the entire point of the conversation.